Hello, this is my code for the basketball one-on-one game. And my basketball one-on-one is a little bit different than what a basketball one-on-one would normally be. And essentially, you pick two players. You either pick LeBron or you pick Steph. And there is no defense. It's just all pure offense. And so I have two different classes. This is my Steph class. So you actually have three options for your offense. You either have a layup, you have a jump shot, and you have a three. And this is the same thing for LeBron. You also have a layup, a jump shot, and a three. So in my Steph class, I have a private int variable called score. This just keeps track of my score. And then I have different percentages for the layup, the jump shot, and the three. So for example, this one, he has a 55% chance of making a layup. And then for the jump shot, he has a 30% chance of making the jump shot. And the three, he has a 55% chance of making a three. And also, I changed the score values for the layup, jump shot, and three just to make it more interesting. So three is actually worth 4 points, a jump shot is worth 3, and a layup is worth 2. And so I was actually going to use the actual scoring percentages for each basketball player, but I realized Steph is kind of too OP, so I had to make sure that Steph wasn't too good, and I had to ensure that LeBron at least had a chance against Steph. So with Steph, he has 55% chance of making a layup. With LeBron, I made a 100% chance. So if you put a layup, you're getting 2 points automatically. But then to counter that, LeBron's 3-point percentage is really bad. It's only 20. Steph's 3-point percentage is 55. And in real life, it's not actually 55. It's like 43% or so. But I made it 55. And so, yeah, these are different options. We also have a get score method for each player. And then these are just voice lines for if you make a shot or if you miss a shot. It'll return or it'll print one of these voice lines. Same thing with LeBron. Made shot, missed shot. So before I actually explain the code, I'm actually just going to run it first so that it's more easier to explain after I run it. So once I click the run button, it says welcome to my basketball 101 simulator. There are a couple of rules that are different normal basketball. As explained earlier, layup is 2 points, jump shot is 3 points, three-pointer is 4 points. And then to play, you pick either LeBron James or Steph Curry's your character. And to pick your character, you just type LeBron or you type Steph. So for now, I just write Steph, enter. And it says, excellent choice. Steph is one of the greatest players in the NBA. The game will commence shortly. You'll be playing a game to 21 points, and the first one to either go over or hit 21 points will be the winner. And so as a player, you're always just going to automatically go first. So, and then it asks you to choose one of your offense options, layup, jump shot, three. Let's just decide because Steph is good at threes, I'll say 3. So, and then it prints out a voice line. Really, you can't do any better than that. Your scores, and then it also prints out your score, and it prints out the computer score. So the computer score, because I picked Steph, this is LeBron, and then the computer will randomly generate an option to pick, and so from here it looks like they picked the layup, and from here it shows that I missed my 3. So, and then it asks me again, what I want to pick. And then it keeps on going until 21, so I'll just keep on picking 3 until, boom. Okay, so I finally made points. I made a 3, which is 4 points. Gives me a different voice line finally. And I'm just going to keep on going until we hit 21. So from here, we see that LeBron just won. I lost because the opposing score was 22. And then it asked me, do you want to play again? So I could put yes. And then it reloads everything. So it does it all again. And then if I were to say no, then instead it would just stop. So that's how the code works. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and explain the code. This is my main, and I imported a scanner so that I can interact with the user. And then I have a really big while loop over here, which encases like the whole the whole code, and this is just for the if you want to play again. So if they have yes, then it's going to reload the game, and then else n equals 1, thank you for playing. So while loop makes it so that when n doesn't equal 1, it'll run, but when n equals 1, it'll stop. So then we have this really big if statement that determines if you're playing Steph or if you're playing LeBron. So if the player starts with S, then we know it's Steph, else we know you're playing LeBron. So, and then here we make the two objects. We have our Steph and our LeBron. Steph will be player 1, LeBron will be our computer. And then we have this big while loop. So while score is less than 21, or comp score is less than 21. And so after this, we have our different options that you can play. We have a string option equals our console.next after you pick one of these three options. So if it starts with L, then we're going to in scoring equals player 1 dot layup, and so this could be either 0 or it could be 2, and so based on the percentages. And so if so, then score 1 plus equals scoring, and then if our int scoring is equal to 0, then I play the missed shot voice line, or if not, if I made it, then I play the made shot voice line, and then I print out their score again. And then if I were to pick a jump shot, then I do the same thing. Int scoring equals player 1 dot jump shot. And then I add that to my score. If my score is equal to 0, I do the player 1 dot missed shot, or if I make it, player 1 dot made shot. And then I print the score. Same thing for the 3-point. So that's the same. Now, this is where I end all the options, and when I'm about to start to get into my computer options. But before we get into the computer options, if my score 1 is greater than or equal to 21, then I stop everything, and then I just print out Steph wins. And so that will stop the computer from picking another option. But if the score isn't 21 for our player, then we go into our computer options, which we know because this is the Steph if statement. So we know that our computer is LeBron. And so because we know that LeBron has really good stats for his layup, so he'll make layups 100% of the time, and he'll make his threes a very small percentage of the time, I made it so that the computer LeBron will most likely pick a layup option rather than our 3 options. So for example, I have this one in comp choice, which makes a math random from 1 to 100, and if that is less than or equal to 70, then the computer makes a layup. And then else if it's from 70 to 90, then he'll take a jump shot, and then that rest will just be a 3. So most likely he's going to be taking a layup, which will give him automatic 2 points. And so then after all of that's done, if score is less than comp score, so if the player's score is less than the computer score, then we know that LeBron wins, because this is outside of everything. This is outside my while loop. So if the while loop stopped, and we know that from here, if it didn't say Steph wins, then we know that the computer won. So it's just LeBron wins. And then, so now this is for game for LeBron. So now if instead of putting in your string player, you put LeBron, then it would skip this if, and when you go straight to the else, and then you know you're playing LeBron. So then I make the LeBron as player 1, and I make Steph as player 2, or computer 1, and then I do the same exact thing. And so basically I just copied all of this code over down here, except for my Steph options, I made it so that, oh, I actually didn't. So apparently, well, actually I have to change this, but I really I need to make Steph so that he picks his strongest options, which is his 3-pointer. So I'll make this, I don't know, 30, and then this will be 30, I don't know, this will be 40. So that basically is just playing Steph to his greatest options, which is his 3, because he has the higher percentage of making a 3 than his other options. So it's just the computer. And same thing, if your score as LeBron is less than comp score, Steph wins. And then if your score is greater than 21, then LeBron wins, which means you win. And yeah, and then this is just my while loop stuff to see if you want to play again. And yeah, so basically that's my basketball 101 code. And yeah.